Hi friends, I've got my windows open so you might hear some extra noises. It's trash day, so you actually might hear some trash trucks going by. So try to ignore that. Welcome to Gratitude Journal. This is an open collaboration and you are welcome to join in if you would like to. We're going to be putting out videos on each Monday of the month of November. And Cara of Paper Confessions with Cara Mia and Rana of Lilo Crafts are both joining in and co-hosting this collaboration with me. So I'm so excited to work with these ladies and share our gratitude in our own unique ways. Well, the first Monday of the month calls for collage. So I thought, I got some pictures. My family is so important to me and I'm so grateful for them. And I thought what I would do is go ahead and make a collage on here. Since this was plain anyway, I figured I'd go ahead and use this front page in my journal that I created and do a collage. So I want to mention that this digital kit throughout the book was created by Jennifer at A Trace of Sparkle, and it's an absolutely beautiful digital kit. As you can see, I printed it front and back. I usually print digitals on the back of scrapbook paper, but I went ahead and I decided I'd go ahead and do front to back because I wanted to use some Southern Living magazine pages in this journal as well, because that has so much to do with house and home, and I just felt like that would be great to capture images from the magazine as well to share my gratitude. So if you love Jennifer's kit, head over to A Trace of Sparkle on Etsy and you can download that. Now I want to mention to you that her kit has two parts. There's the pages, and that is what I'm showing you now, but there's also an ephemera kit that you can buy that goes with it, so you can get tags and ephemera and goodies like that as well. It's just a beautiful kit. Look at the leaves here, and you can see I've started to work on some pages and looking forward to filling them out in this month of November. I've got some scraps. So I thought I'd go ahead and just wherever I can fit some scraps, I'll go ahead and put them in. And I want to mention too that when I collage, I always leave a little bit of space near the spine because I don't like papers to get like crunched up in there. I don't mind getting close if I'm using a napkin, but when I'm using paper, I don't like to do that. This actually might look a little bit better if I just tear it rather than cut it. It'll give it a little bit more of a natural look. Now, I'm gonna do this to just create a base, so I'll use some scraps like I said, but I'm not gonna worry about it being perfect. Actually, it all might get covered, but that's okay. I'd rather have that than plain white blank space. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up on the boring parts, which would be my adding glue to my paper. Did I mention that this is an open collaboration? And if you'd like to join in, you can. I can't remember if I mentioned it. I was just so excited to get my collage started. I will have all of the information in my description box, so you can go check that out. I will also link Rana and Cara's channels so that you can check those out as well. So friends, this is a picture here that I just put on of my family and my sister's family, and we had Thanksgiving once. We met for camping and they rented a cabin, and me and my family were in our Airstream, and that's what's silver in the background, and we had Thanksgiving together at the state park, and it was really, really nice, and I wanted to share that because that was just a really special time when the kids were little, and it was just so nice to have everybody together. And this is Brandon and his girlfriend, and so I wanted to mention that I'm also thankful for my extended family, and I consider Haley and Nick, Amanda's boyfriend, part of my extended family, and I'm thankful for them as well. I'm thankful that they came into my kids' lives, and I am just, I'm thankful for that. They're special people, and I'm glad that they're part of my life now. This is a picture of Amanda and my mom when we all went to the horse races. It was my first time, and so I'm thankful that we got to do that as a family. It was a lot of fun, and Nick's family came as well, which was great. And then this is a picture of my kids when they were younger, and we were camping at Disney. And so I am thankful for all those times that we spent together camping and just having just special family time and building memories and taking the time when they were little to do that. It's hard when they're little because you don't have a bunch of money to go do a bunch of crazy fun stuff. I mean, a lot of people are able to do that, but we weren't able to do that. But camping was something that we could afford to do, and we did, and I loved it, and they loved it, and they'll always remember that, which is really special. Now this is a picture of Andrew here when he graduated. This is my niece Lila and my niece Julia and my nephew Anthony and my sister Dawn. And that's just another time that we were able to be together as a family to celebrate Andrew's graduation. And then this is a time at Christmas we celebrated at my house, and a very large portion of my family is in this picture. But my sister, let me see, I gotta flip it back over. I don't think Dawn's family is in it because I think they had moved by this time, but let me see what we have here. Yes, they had moved. So this is a picture of my mom and my stepdad Arnie, my sister Andy, and of course, so we have my mom, Andrew, my sister Andy, my stepdad Arnie, that's me, Carl, my son Brandon, my daughter Amanda, and then this is Lila, and she is my niece. And I wonder who was taking the picture. I wonder if it was JD, if he came down that time. And it must have been JD because I don't know who, oh, it was Carl. No, Carl's there. Yeah, I don't know who took the picture. Well, anyway, whoever took the picture, thank you. So this is Amanda and Nick and Amanda have been dating for 4 years now, and he is definitely a part of our family, and I'm so grateful for Nick and his family. We get along with his family so well. They are wonderful people. So I wanted to share that in my gratitude journal. And guys, when you're doing collage, if you're new to collage, you can do all kinds of things with collage. You can make them super fancy and abstract. You can just, sort of in a therapeutic way, just put images down on paper, and it doesn't have to be fancy. That's the great thing about collage, is that you really can create them in any style that you want, and it's a lot of fun, and there's no such thing as a bad collage, really, because it's truly your interpretation. And then also, if you didn't like your collage, well, it's just paper. Grab your glue stick and find another image and stick it over top of what you had. I mean, it's just that easy. So here we have another picture, and the kids were younger in this one as well. I loved those days when my kids were young. And this is a picture of my kids and my sister Dawn's kids, Julia and Anthony, at Busch Gardens. And that's something that we used to do because it's over in Tampa and it's not very far at all from my house. So now we're going to go ahead and add some finishing touches. Now I am going to use some pieces from my digital kit. I have my ephemera here that I'm going to go ahead and use just to add some color here to the pages. And I wanted to mention something that I've been doing lately with my digital kits. So I had this piece, this pumpkin, for example, originally is just standing alone basically, and as a fussy cut. But I thought, you know, sometimes it's hard to fussy cut around something like this. So I created these squares around some of these images that I would have had standing alone, because that way you can use it as a square or you can fussy cut it. So I'm going to do what I would consider to be a little bit of a semi-fussy cut. So I'm going to go around it, not super tight, because we've got this stem right here. So I'm going to loosely go around the stem, but the beautiful thing about the way that I added the gray background is at least it's not white. And I think that's great. And then, so we got that. So see, we cut that out. Then if you want to level it up a little bit, then you can just go around it with a little bit of ink. I probably should have grabbed my brown ink, but whatever, I didn't, because I didn't feel like getting up and getting it. And so there, and that doesn't look bad at all anyway. I really like it. It really makes it pop. That was actually black. Got this for $1 at Target last holiday season, and it's lasted a whole year, which I'm surprised. I don't use black that much, but you know, I do a little bit. Ooh, this is a good spot for it. Now, I think I like it better over here, though. I do like that. So let's go ahead and add it right there. You might be wondering, why did I switch from glue stick to my other glue? Well, because this is cardstock and it needs something a little bit more hardier, in my opinion, because it's stiff, so it might pop up with glue stick. Whereas the other stuff so far that I glued down was just paper, copy paper, and pretty thin. And so I felt like I could use glue stick on that. Now, if this was not my personal journal, I wouldn't use glue stick. And I know I've told you guys that before. I don't trust it over the long haul. But for my own personal journal, if something started to come up, I could just grab this and, you know, put a little dab under there and do it like that. As I mentioned, this is some of the ephemera from my, one of my kits, one of my journal making kits. I'll link it in my description box. So here's another case in which I can just go around this cute little hedgehog. I can do it kind of loose because there's color there, so I kind of like that. So let me know if you guys like that idea as far as the ephemera in the digital kits. I think it adds flexibility. Again, you can go really tight around it like a true fussy cut, but if you don't want to be that fussy, at least you got a little color there. And I think that's great. All right, so this one I cut, I didn't do it small enough. I can't cover Lila's face. Let's try this little cutie over here. Ooh, that works. That works great. Okay, let's go ahead and put her there. I put the glue on it. I just didn't do that on camera. I'm gonna tuck it under the pocket a little bit. There we go. How cute is that? That adds a nice little pop. I haven't collaged in a while, and I do love it so much. Remember when we used to do swap and glue? Oh, that was so fun. So fun. All right, so we got that. So let me find, ooh, you know what? I have some leaves, and I think that's too big. Yeah, I have some leaves. I have these, but I should use these for like a journal because they're 2D, 3D, I don't know, whatever they are. Let me go find some other leaves. While I was looking for my leaves, I found this. It says Autumn Begins, and I think that's perfect for down here because I am so grateful when the weather changes from hot, very hot, I live in Florida, most of you know that, to anything but that. I love the cold, I love the cool, I love it all, just the weather changing. So Autumn Begins is a sign that the weather is either changing or is getting ready to change, and I love it. Okay, I gotta go back and look for my leaves again. Well, I can't find them. I have a bag of them, and I don't know what I did with them. So I'm either gonna use these, or I think these are gonna be too big. I got these at Hobby Lobby. I showed these off to you guys, but I think, well, are these stickers? I always think they're cardboard, but it says, oh my gosh, they are stickers. Well, I keep gluing this part down, which is kind of funny. Let me see. Oh, snap, it's a little bit big, my friends. Let's see, actually, you know, it is a little bit big, but since I took the back off of it, I could go ahead and add it here. So let me just cut this part of it off. I'll take a little bit off of this leaf here too, so it'll fit and not be weird. Let's have a look at that. All right, well that works. It still doesn't help me over on the other side. I don't trust this to stay down, but let's just hope it does. I'll keep an eye on it. It's the front page, so every time I open it, I'll know if it's popping. If it's popping, I'll add some glue to it. But I want something for over here. So let's have a look at these. That looks nice, this green one. That looks nice. It's a good size. I don't like it so close to the spine with it popping up like that though. All right, so I've got some of these from my kit and they're in a variety of different sizes. I could do this good size acorn right here and then I could put a little something over here. Let's have a look. Let's go with the acorn first before we do anything else. We could take this off too. Let's see if any, you know what? Here's what we'll do over here. We'll go ahead and add, this small leaf right here. That's gonna be perfect. We'll go ahead and do that. And I am gonna add some glue to that because I just don't trust it. Okay, perfect little touch right there. And now, I think the acorn will be a cute little touch. So let's do that. And I will have to see if I can find my leaves. I know they're around. They can't be far. I thought I had put all of my fall goodies together because I knew I was going to be doing this collab this month and I was trying to be organized. Apparently I wasn't completely successful. All right, let's go ahead and add a little ink to the edges. Perfect. And then we'll add a little bit of glue. And I'm thinking, I don't like this straight edge, but what if I go ahead and just nestle it right there, then I think we're okay. And then to make it even better, I'll do the Happy Thanksgiving right up at the top. And the great thing about this is if I need to trim it down to be a little smaller, I have all the flexibility in the world to do that. But before we glue anything down, let's give it a look. So if we did this here, okay, let's just say we do that. And then if I nestle this in real close, I don't really want to cut off her face, but I want to cover some of that straight edge. Oh, I think that's going to work great. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and glue this down first. All right, I got my glue on both pieces. Gonna put this one down first. And then this one right here. Okay. Okay, we are ready for some finishing touches. And I could have done this part before I started gluing things down. And this part is this white right here. But that's quite all right. I'm going to go ahead and use this little brush and my ink pad. I went ahead and grabbed some of my brown ink. And I also grabbed some of my gold ink. This isn't necessary on a collage. Obviously, if you are familiar with collage, you know that. But if you're not familiar and you're just tuning in and whatever, just so you know, inking it is absolutely not necessary. I'm just adding just a little accent, that's all. Now, the gold ink that I also got at Hobby Lobby last year. Right around Christmas time. I think I see a little bit of gold sparkliness here. Not a ton, but yeah, I do see a little glimmer of gold. Nice. Put a little bit on this pumpkin here. All right, my friends, this is my collage for our first Monday of gratitude journaling. If you'd like to join in, use the hashtag gratitude journal and check out the prompts that are in my description box. Please be sure to check out Rana's video today and the rest of the month, and also Cara's videos. Thanks for watching. See you soon.